And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Oh, yeah. That's the funeral portrait with Dark Thoughts from the album They Like Us, So We Like Them.
I love them. They loved us.
They loved us so much.
They're
playing in the fishbowl.
It came in waves, too. It came to you first, which I was like, oh, I got it. Gloves, hair, look. Metal band. Cool. Okay, and then the other guy came over.
One guy only knew Bobby Kelly.
Yeah. Well, the middle guy came over to me, who was the actor in Rescue Me.
Right.
Who I played, I was in The Job with. Dennis Leary's first show. Before Rescue Me, he had The Job, which was a cop show, which was really funny.
How heavy were you then?
I was gorgeous.
Gorgeous then.
That was Luis.
Gotcha.
I played a Puerto Rican guy named Luis.
Ooh.
And we literally, the first day of shooting, was supposed to be in Miami. They made the Jersey Shore look like Miami, and the planes hit the building. I was in my trailer.
Yeah. Listening
to Howard Stern. I mean, flipping out at life because I just booked a Leary show. Who I, you know what I mean? Leary was my. I thought that was my dream. Be on a Leary show. Be with Leary, Boston. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Him and Lenny Clark were best friends. This is gonna be perfect.
I guess you hate Bill Hicks, huh?
Who? What?
Now, don't Bill Hicks and Dennis Leary hated each other? That was like a thing.
Oh, dude, a lot of people didn't like Larry. Come on, you know what I mean?
I loved him.
Geraldo.
A lot of people turned on him too. That's right. They snapped at him on a Tough Crowd.
Snapped, and then but he did have Larry had a point. Probably you'd make, and Patrice make. Where you're writing stuff down. Like Patrice never wrote anything down.
Yeah.
Geraldo wrote jokes for the show all the time.
Sure.
He had written jokes. Patrice used to take my written jokes and rip them up. They'd be like 1, 2, 3, action, and he'd take my notes and rip them and throw them behind the couch, and I would panic. But yeah, dude, September 11th, I just heard all this shit go down on Stern, thinking it was a bit, and then I had my trailer open because they had all these hot girls in bikinis working.
Mm-hmm.
This was Miami, and I was just like, girls would walk by, and I'd be like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on? What you good?" And they'd be like,
"Hey, any of you guys have empty pussy?"
Well, one of them walked by.
Any of you girls have an empty pussy that needs filming?
One of the girls walked by. She was smoking bikini, extra, and I stuck my head out, and she was like, "What's in there?" I'm like, "Oh, it's just my trailer." She's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Do you have?" I go, "Yeah, I got my own bathroom, TV, whatever." She came in. We hung out a little bit. Then the towers hit.
Oh, that's just a fuck dungeon.
Fuck dungeon. The towers hit. She wound up. That dude you met, who was in it. He came into my room, and
also gorgeous.
He was gorgeous. She came into my room, my trailer, and he came into my trailer, and we all just hung out at my trailer, as young actors at the same age, and good looking.
Ooh.
Good looking, Bobby. And then they actually go like this. They go, "Okay, whoever has a car, you can drive back into the city. Everybody else, we're going to put up in the motel over here across the street."
What's Miami?
No, we were in Jersey Shore.
Oh, okay.
We could literally see
You did see Miami.
No, they made Jersey Shore look like Miami.
Understood.
You understand? Yeah, they put like palm trees up. It was the Jersey Shore, supposed to be Miami.
And they were suggesting that you drive back to the city into the terrorism.
Yeah.
Okay, that was an interesting take on it. Guys, 2 planes hit the towers. If you guys want to get back to your house in Soho.
Hey, if you got a Honda Civic or above, the highway's that way. Everybody else, the motel across the street.
Hey, hit Tribeca. Yeah. If you're here for $50 or less, go to your imminent doom.
So
go breathe cancer smoke.
I walked up to the producer. I was like, "Buddy, I'm not driving back. Everybody's trying to come here. I'm not driving back to the terror." And he's like, "All right, fine. You have to share a room then." So that girl, I went over to her. And I'm like, "We have to share rooms. You want to share a room?" She goes, "Yeah." So me and her shared a room. So they paired everybody up, and I got paired with her. Me, her, and him. We went out to dinner that night at some fancy restaurant on the beach. All fucked up.
Okay, you were hoping you were going to get to see them both naked. Bonus weenus.
He's pretty hot, but I was pretty hot back then.
Yeah, you weren't thinking about that.
Yeah, and you can't fuck with my confidence when I was hot. I mean, when I was fat, I had confidence. Never mind when I had abs. When I had that V dick ab down there.
There's nothing worse than having the country's worst terror attack and Just having this dry dick. I hate when those two things happen together. Nothing's worse than being sad and dry dicked.
Well, it was really fucking nuts because we had one bed. We're in this motel, and we
Did you go? Oh man, my girlfriend was in those towers. Hell, I'm never gonna get over that.
Hang on, I gotta tell this story. I gotta remember these dates.
Yeah, get these timelines right. I think it was 1987 when this happened. Go on.
It was dude. It was
87.
Anyways,
Max was 4.
No. I gotta chill out for a second. I gotta put the brakes on this story.
Boopity boop.
I gotta settle down for a second. You got me all whipped up, Jay.
No, that handsome guy got you all whipped up.
He did. He ratted me out.
You just started telling the story. I didn't even ask you about the story.
It was weird because I'm sitting there with this smoking hot chick, and we're both in our underwear.
1997.
In
It's 1997.
Dawn who? And,
Yeah, there was no Dawn yet. Dawn wasn't born yet.
She was in California. We were living together, but we weren't serious. Whoa. What are you doing?
Start filming.
I don't film this part, asshole.
My bad.
Dawn doesn't listen to the show, but she might watch a clip. Comes and she wants.
Yeah, Bobby confesses. It's just a big bubble letters on the thumbnail.
It's the first time Lou ever just put the camera in my face like
What's that, Bobby?
But no, it was terrible because we were lying there and we were just watching. Who was that?
I don't know.
That was
I wish it was
talent.
Christine.
Talent, yeah.
God,
Talent.
I wish that was Christine.
What does talent want to do with this show?
I just saw Hooters and blonde hair.
So, dude, we should see if we get those guys to come in.
Nah.
Okay.
They're tired, dude. They're all sweaty from playing.
Motherfucker, your honesty is fast. Listen.
No, they were
It
great.
is.
I saw them perform live.
All right, listen. So we were lying there in the bed, and I'm definitely want to hook up with this girl, but we're just watching these planes fly into the tower, just over and over. It was just so sad.
And did you go, don't look at this, and then push your head onto your wiener?
No, I flew my plane right into her butt cheeks.
Yes, those twin towers.
No, we didn't have sex. We didn't have sex.
Right.
We didn't have sex.
That's good.
Yeah. She was hot though.
It doesn't matter if you did. It was 1992.
No, dude, it was the year that was the day that you can't have, what are you going to do? But we did comfort each other.
No, it wasn't September 11th. You were thinking it was Pearl Harbor Day.
It was Pearl Harbor.
It was Pearl. It was
I was
Pearl
alive.
Harbor, 1942.
There she is. That's who.
Well.
Well.
Took you a full half hour to walk here. What pace did you walk?
9 minutes.
Bobby was just telling us about cheating on Dawn.
I did not
Bobby,
cheat on Dawn.
go ahead.
Jason, do not say that. I did not cheat on Dawn.
I know. I wouldn't say that if it was true.
Well, say that more. Say that one more time.
I wouldn't say it if it was true.
Say it again.
On the worst day in American history.
Shut up, Jacob. Everybody deals with things differently. I deal with it by putting cream in a girl's butt and using it like boobs.
I think me and Kevin Hart got hand job massages that day in Philly.
Yeah, everybody deals with things differently. It was a sad day, man. It was crazy.
Well, I was very worried. I was just dating Carla. Me and Carla just started dating, and I was very worried. Look at me. I'm giving a confession too. And I couldn't get a hold of her. I was frantic because you couldn't get the cell phones weren't working. So
I love that you're giving a confession standing next to the girl you live with now who you cheated on with her then.
no, but not during that tragedy.
No, I was 15.
Well, that's disgusting.
Well, I wasn't fucking her then.
I know.
Makes you feel any better?
Yeah, no.
I was not fucking her.
It's
Then.
not as hot.
About 11 years later. 11 years later, I gave her the old bajoops. I gave her the old big boom, bang, ping, chow, doink.
Oh, floppy oppy.
The old skip scap, woo. I gave her the old
The old Pepe Le Pew.
Jake, I know they hate eating, but how do they feel about this?
Pretty much the same.
Oh, yeah. Good thing we don't read the emails.
Yeah, September 11th, you got hand jobs. You went to an Asian massage parlor place?
I think it was the place where we went to get hand. I don't know if we finished because it was me and Kevin.
You couldn't finish
We
'cause
played
of guilt?
basketball that day. No. We walked into this place. I believe it was September 11th. And right away there was a very unattractive lady who answered the door. And me and Kevin walked in, and they brought out one other girl who was very pretty. And I was just like, yeah, great. And then Kevin goes, wait, is there anyone else, or is it just you? And it was just her, this older lady. And that was when they put us in different rooms, and eventually, that was the first one I ever went to that had the table shower.
Oh, I love that.
I don't know if I ever went to another one again that had that. I also talk about these times like there was way more than there was. Like I was like, oh, my long history of massage parlor. I've probably gone under 10 times in my life.
That's the key to finding out. People are like, how do you know if they're going to give you a hand job? If they have table shower?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not in massage school.
It's not sanitary.
They're not supposed to wash your asshole.
Yeah, it's not sanitary at all. But me and Kevin were in opposite, like facing each other rooms, which is like a curtain, like shower rooms. And then I heard Kevin just go in the other room. He's like, too hot. No, it's too hot. Ah! And like she's pouring, like the water was too hot. She was pouring on him. And then he just got mad and was standing in between the thing. And I remember getting up. I think we just had to leave because he was like so upset that this lady was ugly and burned him.
Is that where he got the idea for his gay talk show where he jumps in an ice bath with somebody?
It's very possible.
We do the opposite.
Sit in an ice bath and talk. What a crazy idea. God damn. He's so into fitness, that Kevin.
Yeah.
But yeah, he ended up yelling at this old Asian lady for burning him with water, and then we left.
Well, because they usually, not that I go a lot, but I have in the past, they usually will, they have this shower wand in a bucket of water, which is disgusting.
It's disgusting.
And they pick it up and they spray it to get it hot or warm, and then they'll put it on your back of your legs. Is it okay?
Yeah, this was like a bowl. They were just dipping into
you
a
did
trash
old
can of hot water, and they would just scoop it onto your body.
Oh, you're doing old school.
And then she would get a bar of soap and rub it between her hands and just like fucking envelope your ass crack.
Yeah, you're talking when they just had the bucket of hot water.
Just a bucket of.
And it was ladle. It was a ladle.
Yeah, but this was a bowl.
Oh,
she would just go in with a bowl and bowl it onto our backs and ass cracks, and then she would clean our. Your asshole and ball bag.
She used the same bowl she had her fish and her rice in.
Yeah, it's a fish and rice. Yeah, the bottom of it's just the stuff that's boiling. Onion.
Yeah. Yeah,
that was a one-off place. That wasn't 15th and Calla Don't ever speak ill of that place.
What's that place?
15th and Calla
Yeah.
Can't even be there anymore. We only knew the address, but you knock on this door, you go up. Keith Robinson taught us early that you go, they go $125. They weren't even... That wasn't even dicking around with like afterwards you pay this. $125 was an okay massage and sex. Full on.
Yeah.
And gorgeous girls. And you'd walk up and they'd pray. Keep in mind, this is when I was young enough to not realize that I was being a very strong step in the ladder of human trafficking. I didn't know that. I was 19. But I now know that.
How do you think they got here?
Didn't even think about it. Until I think the last time we ever went, a door kicked. I was in the green room watching Todd Barry's half-hour special on Comedy Central, waiting my turn, and a door opened, and I saw all of the mattresses on the floor with the girls just kind of sitting Indian style watching like a TV, like where they just, I was like, oh, God, that's terrible. I'm going to finish this one time. I'm going to finish this time because I'm here, and it would be rude to leave. And then that's probably it for me, and I think it was.
You have to forgive yourself.
I had to. I didn't know. I was a kid. But anyway, those slaves would come out and stand in a line, smiling, but apparently against their will. And they would give you. They had a variety of the tiny little glass bottle sodas. Remember those sons of bitches? In fact, Christine, put that on our shopping list.
What?
The tiny glass bottles of like ginger ale.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can get Coke, Diet Coke.
Yeah,
they were just like this big, but they were glass.
Yeah. And that's what they put in your ass.
They would put that up my ass. No, you'd have that while you wait for your turn, and they'd bring out the girls, and you'd pick a girl and then go back. Yeah, that place was just...
I used to go...
That was one of the places where many times my friend Glenn and I, but Glenn more so, would tell them he would offer to take them away from all of this. We didn't even know what all of this was. He would just say, this is not the world for you. You shouldn't be involved in project. You're too beautiful and perfect for that. And they'd be like, thank you. Bye.
I used to go...
There are 3 words they know. Flip over. Thank you.
I consider myself Japanese at this point.
I used to go when they had regular girls. Like it wasn't. Now it's pretty much all because of the internet. You don't have to do that anymore. But when I used to go to the place called the Old English Health Club in Cambridge.
Fuck?
It was the Old English Health Club in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
I don't want to get pussy at a place called Old English anything.
Oh, buddy.
Hello. You want your tar just smacked?
I took Billy Burr there for the first time. He's never been to a place.
Really?
But they had regular girls. Like, they had, like, brunettes and Puerto Ricans and blondes and, smokers. Like, really pretty girls.
Sure.
And you'd go down and you'd give your name to the lady at the front desk and she would give you a receipt. Oh. And you'd go put a robe on.
Paperwork. Nice.
Yeah, you have a little receipt, and
Okay.
you get a robe on, and your name was on it, and you get coffee or whatever you wanted, and you'd sit in a room, and they had TV and magazines and newspapers, and then as soon as a girl would come in, if you liked her, you'd give her your receipt. You know what I mean? But the problem is a lot of the guys would want the same, like, smoking hot brunette would come in, followed by a redhead with a dead tooth. So you'd be like, everybody would run over to the brunette.
Of course.
But did you just punch your phone to make it stop? Like it's the 80s?
Yeah. What's wrong? Someone blow up your phone, you had to leave it off the hook?
It stopped, didn't it?
I brought Billy Burr there. He was heading back. He was just moved to New York. And I was like, dude, come here first. We went over
First
there.
things first.
First things
Before
first.
you make any kind of a crazy move.
I think it was $100. Then you negotiated in the room with the girl.
Okay.
And I had this smoking brunette. And you go in, and she'd be like, "What do you want?" And you'd be like, and I remember one time I saw this lady walking by with a strap-on dildo, and I was like, "Where's she going?" She goes, "Oh, this guy he likes to get fucked in the ass."
Oh, I don't like that kind of fucking disclosure. What's going on? You don't tell people what you're doing in that room. Don't worry about that. Worry about what's going on in your room, you fucking asshole. The fucking dick until he goes, "Oh yeah, this guy Tom down the hall likes to get fucked in the ass by a thing." I think he's a CEO at Goldman Sachs.
It was a dick move, but
It's a fucking dick move. Hey, what's this strap on about? Oh, let me tell you everything about this guy's privacy that he paid for.
But Billy went in and he got his girl. And
Strap on?
No.
You heard it here first, dude. Bill Burr went to one hooker and got strap on fucked down the hall.
That's not true. That's not
It's a ginger kid who wants to get butt fucked down the hall. I don't know, but I'm going to do whatever he wants. He seems pretty serious.
I'll just hear down the hall, dude, what the fuck, dude? It hurts. Stop. You fucking asshole. Stop it. That
Brunette ass fucking him is what drove him to black women. A lot of people say that's the origin story.
He came out of there. I've never seen Billy Burr more relaxed than when he walked out of that place. He got on the bus. He was just like, "Hey man, I'll see you later." He called me later. He goes, "It was the best bus ride back to New York I've ever taken."
Oh, I bet, dude.
It was such a great.
He was just floating like when Pepe Le Pew like smells pie or something. And he just flies through the air through his nose.
I miss the days when you could go in and it was a variety of girls.
Yeah, I know. It's like these prostitutes. It's shitty now. What the fuck?
I don't know if they were prostitutes.
Sex slaves are generally the hottest. Like the willing ones.
Right, because
exactly
because you take the ones everybody wants. You're not asking them to volunteer. Good call, Jacob.
I'm just saying whoever picks them
I disagree. The sex
has an eye.
now it's like you go in for I don't go in, but if you do go in,
So you've heard.
it's a lot of older Asian women.
Yeah.
You don't want to, and then in the heat
Older.
of the battle, you might grab a old Asian boob, a little saggy boob, and it's pretty much all nipple.
I love the video. There is actual like YouTube video, not YouTube, like porn videos. And there's a lot of fake ones, obviously, but there's real like just camera inside the massage booth thing, and just the guy just standing there stoically while he gets whacked off, and you can tell right when he's getting ready to fucking pop off. He just like grabs a butt or a tit. He just goes, oh.
Well, I talked to my cop friend, Rob the cop from a cigar lounge.
He tell you where to get all the good prostitutes?
Well, there's a massage place underneath the cigar lounge.
Nice.
So if you
Convenient.
go to my cigar lounge,
So you've heard.
I know it's there. I know it's there, but
What's it cost?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why, they do it for free for you?
I've never been.
Is that part of the cigar lounge
No, it's
thing?
not.
Ooh, that would be awesome. If the cigar lounge came with prostitutes, Bobby, I will start smoking cigars.
Here's the thing. I never been because I don't want to be embarrassed when coming out. Because when you come out, the windows are right onto the street.
Well, then, Bobby, just come in. Yeah. Jacob, I'm going to come over there and give you an arm slap if you don't laugh at that one. Thank you.
Yeah, it's below the cigar lounge. What was I saying?
You got confused because I called out that you've probably been down there.
I've never been down there.
Right.
I'm telling you
but
right now.
But that got you back on track.
I've never been down there.
Sure.
Because I would be too embarrassed to go there and be caught going there. I would never.
By who?
By any of the dudes.
Those guys go?
Nah, I don't want to be.
Dude.
Nah, I don't know.
And they have all nicknames down there. Like, oh, that's the captain.
Oh, my thought was this. Rob told me, this is another reason why I don't go to these things anymore. I do not go. He said there's cameras in most of them. The FBI puts cameras in a lot of these places.
Nice.
He goes downstairs, there's 100% cameras. They don't bust it all the time. If it's ever going to get busted, I find out, because he was one of the head detectives, and he would tell the older guys that do go there, don't go for the next week or so, because they're going to go in there and the FBI is going to be busting it. But they have cameras in all of them. Look up.
I would say, I'm not going. Don't tell me to look up.
What? Look up.
Because he goes, look up next time you go. If there was a camera in the room, you'd get my face fully, because all I would see the camera is I would just start doing this with covering my wiener. So I'm like, please don't look at my wiener. Don't look at her small fist movements.
If they have
when the camera's there, it's be like this. You get my face full cheese. Just looking at the camera while I'm trying to protect my wiener from it. Don't look at my wiener. Just know, Big J. Okerson's getting whacked off by a sex slave, but don't look at my wiener.
What is
they
this?
got Robert Kraft, right?
Yeah, dude. Every piece of shit from Boston.
You just scared the shit out of me. I thought it said Robert Kelly. I literally, my asshole just sunk.
You didn't know that you were caught in a major
I'm not even kidding, man.
prostitution ring?
I can't even breathe right now. I thought it said Robert Kelly case reveals how police can. I thought if they have video footage of me, yeah, I have to quit this show. And I apologize for calling you a sissy gay theater boy yesterday.
There is one. That's why your joke used to kill me so much, Bobby. There is one
Thank you.
Prostitution moment that's the one where I was like, oh my God, I hope. And I think it was the prettiest girl. She told me to flip over for the massage. She walked on my back, tiny. She was so pretty. And then put her hands under my hips while I was laying down to get me up, face down, ass up, and started doing licking my ball bag from behind.
Yeah.
And then it felt fantastic. And then I looked over at the full mirrors everywhere and we just realized I'm on all fours while this little girl's face is buried in my butt cheeks. And I was like, I'm just going to flip over. I'm like, it's not like that anymore. I don't like that. I mean, I loved it, but I was like, how can you respect a guy after you see him like that?
No, I would have made faces to myself.
I've thought about the one position when me and Christine have hooked up with girls that always wigs me out at all is if I'm going down on the girl and Christine has gotten behind me and I'm just like, oh my God, what is she seeing? Just my asshole and my back and my face. It's got to be the worst feeling.
You just look back, Christine's giggling, texting Rebecca.
She doesn't know what to do. She's knocking my wiener around. She has no idea what to do.
Now, let me ask you a question. These massage parlors, is it sex trafficking or is it a job choice?
What? Like Eros?
Not Eros. I'm talking about when you go to a massage place and it's a bunch of older Asian ladies and they're giving massages and at the end they'll give you a little hand job or whatever, happy ending, right? Is that sex trafficking? I
think most of that's sex trafficking. I think the places you go to are mostly sex trafficking. I think most come to your room or house prostitutes are independent at this point.
I think it's the other way around.
And then there's probably still some pimps who have learned how to control that, but it's not no, I don't.
You think because most massage places.
Yeah, well, the girl's
now,
lived there since she was 12 years old at the whorehouse.
Most massage places right now, they used to be hot girls. They used to be in evening gowns and all that stuff, but now it's just older, middle-aged Asian women that.
Well, now they don't send them over here to fuck round eyes. They keep them there to make iPhones. So that's why.
So at a certain point,
that's your choice. You can make iPhones. You could whack off Bobby Kelly and Robert Kraft.
First of all,
yeah.
I don't do it anymore. anymore.
Right. Neither does Robert Kraft.
I don't.
Neither does Robert Kraft. And yeah.
I don't do it anymore because as soon as I found out there's cameras, they film everything.
Yeah, that's
and
when you stopped.
I swear to God, I don't. What?
What are they waiting for then?
What do you mean?
Okay, so the FBI always has cameras on these places. What is the
they're probably
what's
waiting-
the waiting for?
Why are you getting so scared, Jacob? Hey, do they have the cameras? Do you think they have them somewhere between 14th and 21st Street?
Maybe just for someone they can take down to go in.
Jacob wouldn't be able to get a massage because it'd be too cold.
He'd love that hot water. Let it rain on my back.
I don't understand what they're waiting for.
They're waiting to get whoever they want to get. You know what I mean? They got Kraft. That's great. They can use.
There's no big deal in picking up some.
There's no big deal.
Jerk off who like works at a teller at a bank going to get jacked off or fuck doesn't matter to them that much.
Yeah, they're probably waiting for somebody of importance to walk in there and go, wait a minute, that's the mayor.
Elliot Spitzer.
Or, you know what I mean? Or that's the chief of police or
Elliot Spitzer.
you know, whoever the fuck it is. Somebody, yeah.
Or
How
Elliot
do they
Spitzer.
get these cameras in there?
But sometimes, maybe, you remember Elliot Spitzer?
No, I
Have
said
with
that.
him.
I said
Yeah.
Elliot Spitzer.
What?
Oh, I said Elliot Spitzer I was talking about.
Oh, I said it too.
Client number 9. Elliot Spitzer.
What do they do? The workers aren't aware that what the FBI just goes in?
No,
we're plumbers?
That's a good question. I think they're aware. I don't think they have a choice. I think the FBI puts the cameras in there and they'll shut them down. I think they just get the footage. I don't know. He told me a couple months ago, I was upstairs and one of the guys, older guys, was going to go down. He's like, "Don't." They got cameras. I was like, "They have cameras?" He's like, "Yeah, the FBI puts cameras in there all the time. They just have cameras running." Yeah.
How about
We
when
know
I
you're sex trafficked. You're a sex trafficked worker here, but just keep doing what you're doing.
It's a weird thing because I think when they were hot young girls and you'd go in, it was like, okay, but these are like older women that work there. It's like mature Asian women
want to.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, if they're older, they want to.
They're
You're
probably
right.
trafficked here a long time.
Tiger ladies.
no.
That's the only life they've ever known.
All right, let me ask you a question. So,
to sleep in room with a bunch of other girls on small mattress.
so what you're saying is, so here's the business model. We get them when they're young, and then we work them until they die.
Yeah, think of how good they are at hand jobs by then.
I think they get in there illegally.
They're a black belt.
A lifetime of hand jobs, dude. They know what they're doing. They'll finish you quick. They could finish you off while they're cooking food with the other hand.
I'll tell you what, they really know how to, the back and then the legs and then the tickle and then
Long time for me.
Ooh, I haven't gone in a while too.
I've been gone.
What are you laughing at?
It seems like you go every week.
I can't. I would have to. I don't know how I would get the money. Because I asked Dawn for money.
Well, it's this thing, like, that was that Elliot Spitzer thing was always funny. That's what made me. Me and Christine had a friend who told us that she used to be a high end escort, and I used to drive escorts to houses for that job.
Yeah, I know.
Protection of prostitute, and so they.
You were a pimp.
No. Well,
I mean,
Just protection.
it wasn't my
driver.
company at all.
You were pimp protection.
I didn't know how to find these people.
Prostitute pimp protection.
I protected the pimp's product for sure.
There you go.
But I didn't well.
You were a protection of pimp product. You were a PPP.
Yeah, but I was like, my protection was like handing somebody a gun that doesn't work. It was, I realized quickly, I'm like, oh, this isn't just about looking at pussy with everybody, except I don't have to pay for it. I have to stop them from raping this girl.
You didn't have
That
a gun?
sucks.
You had no gun?
No.
What were you going to do?
It depends on the situation. When it was all black, just chummy up to the guy who paid, the guy whose credit card they have. You can keep reminding him. It's like, yo, dude, they have, there's a paper trail to you. You know what I mean? That's the best you could do. Because, no, I'm not going to win against 15 fucking guys no matter what. If I had a gun, that would be terrible, I feel like.
What a weak pimp.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, Jacob. My apologies.
He was really
What a weak
shitty
pimp.
protection.
But
hey,
this girl
Jay, what are you
just-
going to do if they attack me? I'm going to remind him that we have your credit card information.
Cards on
Leave
file.
your credit card on file.
Excuse me. God, 1 second before you force another dick into her mouth. We have your credit card.
I've got one or...
Hey, excuse me, guys, real quick. I know you guys are totally raping this girl. I have your Amex. And
Guys, I hate to interrupt a good gang rape. And I know this is someone's initiation, and my apologies. But when I did that...
I'm going to be in the Saturn out front. You guys want to rethink
I
this?
did drive a lot of them in the Saturn.
I know you did.
Yeah. But yeah, so I would drive those girls. What the fucking was the point? The girl was telling me that she was a high-end prostitute. It was a friend me and Christine had. And the first time I pressed her on that, her story fell apart. So I don't think she may have probably never been a prostitute at all. I think this is a girl who got money. She got fucked for money once, like in high school or something. And I don't know, because what she told me, my first thing when she told me that was like, I used to work in that. That's a fucking crazy, dangerous, like scary world. Like going to someone's room, prostitute, escorting.
Yeah.
And
you're saying that like we would disagree with you.
No, I said that to her.
Oh, you said that to her? I thought you were saying that to me. I was like, yeah,
no,
Captain
I
Obvious.
said it to her on a way long ago Lost Skanks episode.
Oh, really?
And she was like, no. She's like, no, I'm very, very safe about it. Because she also said there was no agency, no person in her corner, no one, no boss, no nothing. And I'm like, well, what would you do? Like, how's it so safe? She goes, first thing, I ask them where they work. Or I go, she goes, I do a very big screening process. And I go, for prostitution? I go, tell me your screening process and I'll tell you where anyone would check out of this process. And she goes, first I call you and I ask you for your full name. And I go, I'm out. Then everyone's out. Everyone else, like Dave and Lewis, both were like, I'm out. I was like, of course. But then it was, beyond it was like, and then I ask for a picture of their ID and then I ask where they work and I call their job when they're not there and just ask if they work there, which, by the way, you could just give a name of anybody. None of these things made sense for what you would do, and they were just all fucking made up. But trying to explain, like, she was like, well, I was high priced, but then she gave the price. She said $450, and I'm like, that's not high priced. It's not the lowest price, but it's, if you pay $450, you're like, this girl might at least be attractive, like a new drug problem. She $450 thing that's high price is crazy.
Yeah.
But she goes, I was bet $450. And I was like, that's not high price. So, and it's also, like I said, the higher price you go, also the more you pay, is the more what you're paying for is the anonymity. They're not going to tell you where they work. And that was the reason. That's why Elliot Spitzer, that documentary, was called Client Number 9. Because she didn't know she was fucking a senator. They don't come in and it's like, senator, whatever, governor. What was he? Senator? No, wrong show. Is this the wrong show for politics? But Elliot Spitzer, whatever the thing was, with
he's
him.
running for, I think, mayor, right? He's running for mayor.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd vote for him.
Yeah, hell yeah. Open them prostitute places.
I mean, we got to vote for Corinne, but
oh yeah.
I would definitely vote for.
I can't vote for.
No, it's the other one. That's a Cuomo.
Oh,
running.
What?
What's his name?
Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah.
Right. He was just.
No, I think
he was just molesting people in his.
I think Spitzer. Cabinet. I think he's running too. He wants to run. I'm pretty sure he's running.
Maybe.
Or he wants to. I don't know if he's going to, but I think he wants to.
Sure. And I think the world's kind of over it now. But he was called Client Number 9 because that girl didn't know she was fucked. That's what you're paying for. You're paying that anonymously. You can go in there, and she's not going to be like, now I hold over your head that I just got paid to fuck, a senator. What was it?
Governor.
Governor.
Oh, he's going for governor?
No, he was the governor.
It's funny. I mean, you are paying for that. What was the most you've ever paid for sex?
Emotionally, Christine.
No, you can't do that. I mean, we've all paid.
Oh.
I mean, dude.
Paid the ultimate price.
Yeah, we've all paid the amount. I had to ask Dawn to make me a sandwich today. You think I'd ask her to fucking build me another house?
I mean, whatever that. The first time ever was when I got hosed out of all my money.
How much?
When I went to the truck stop, it was $200. But that wasn't the most.
I think because I think
I've
never paid over
$250.
I've never paid over $200 around there too. But I think we're savvy with the sex industry too. You know what I mean?
No, I was not when I did this.
Well, I remember Norton would pay so much money for that anonymity, and plus for the things he would like. He would have to pay a premium.
Hey, why does that girl have a strap-on dildo? Jim Norton's down the hall.
Well, not strap-on. It doesn't come off.
You got to build.
Why is that girl walking with a dong? So, yeah.
Why is that fat dick lady walking down the hall? Jim Norton.
He would always tip them very well.
Yeah.
And he would tell me it's for keep your mouth shut. If you tip them better, they'll actually treat you nicer and treat you like a better client. But I never gave a shit.
I don't want to be a client.
I liked massage parlors when I did do it, and I never liked prostitutes because it was always they made you feel like
transactional,
a piece of shit.
Dude, when the guy fucked up at Caroline's, the guy who ran the strip club across the street, and the bartender came, I was friendly with them, and they fucked up. Actually, the strippers they brought fucked up at a Brian Regan show I did. And the next time I was walking around, the guy was like, "Hey, swing by when you." So I came by when I was in the city one day, and he goes, "Hey man, I owe you big, dude." He goes, "You know that girl, that blah blah, like she's gonna take you in the back, take care of you." And I was like, "Shit, all right." And I went in the back room, and she went and she blew me. And then he told me, he goes, "Don't worry about it." It was like he told her before, I guess in her ear. He was like, "Just take care of him. I'll take care of you later." You know what I mean? Like, I'll pay you for it later. Just like, go take care of him. Is what I guess he told her, because she came in and she did it. And when I was done, I was like, that was awesome. And I'm broke. I'm a fucking kid, you know. I'm 22. I give her like $20-$30, something like that. I was just like extra. I'm like, "Here you go. Thank you so much." And she goes, "What's this?" She goes, "I don't fucking suck dick for $30. You think I just suck dick for $30? And I went, no, I forget his name. It was like, "John said that." And she goes, "Oh, right. She goes, "Did you have a good time, baby?" Like, the turn on, I was like, "Yo." I go, "You just got mad at me." I go, "That was the worst feeling ever." I'm like, "I'm leaving."
That was terrifying, that story. You fucking scared me.
She snapped. She think I suck dick for $30? I'm like, No, I don't know what you suck dick for, miss. I go, "I was just giving you extra. I thought he said it was taken care of."
Funny, Jay had no money, so he had to suck dick. He had to suck dick for the rest of the night for her.
Oh, yeah, with a hairnet on, like I'm doing dishes at a diner. Let me put on I think you worked off that tuna melt.
You actually
That was a Pee-wee's Big Adventure reference.
You actually got yourself a new job.
Hey, no, I'm doing pretty good for myself, working about back at this fucking suck-fuck place.
I never liked bachelor parties. I never liked when you had these big parties where they get prostitutes and then you'd see. I just didn't like, should we all be in a room and they'd have a prostitute, and then I didn't like seeing like a guy like Jacob who I thought I knew who he was, but then when there's prostitutes, they become different people.
It's a strange thing to see your friends.
I don't like it.
I don't like seeing your friends get like, you'll see what their rowdiest side is.
They turn
is uncomfortable.
You can see the evil turn in them, and their horns grow, and the
guy who doesn't do drugs very often, and now all of a sudden is like, "We're doing coke," and
yeah, he's actually sitting on a coffee table on his tippy toes with his back hunched over, balancing on some girl's face. And he's like, "Yeah." It's like, it
is weird. You don't want to see like that other side of people, the cut loose.
Yeah, I don't want to see angry Black Lou's face going, "What's up?"
Did you ever see Black Lou? Black Lou, were you ever invited to a black stripper / prostitute lock-in party?
Not at all. What is that?
What is it? Good way to fake that. What it is? That was a fantastic. I set you up perfectly for that. He doesn't even know.
What is it?
Christine, look up on porn websites, buddy. This is prostitutes varying from ugly to okay, hairy pussies, beat up snatches, and just they lock in at a place. They get a big hall, and they lock in, and the girls just dance, and the guys throw money, and then some of them line up, and they're just getting gangbanged by guys coming over, just pulling their dicks out of their pants a little bit and just fucking them. Go next guy. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
Don't go to porno. Go to Lobster Tube. You'll find it there.
Can I say something? I do like the ones where the strippers go to the bachelorette parties. The real ones, they seem real. Not the fake ones, but the ones where they have like some aunt just sitting there with a blouse on with big tits, and then the guy walks over with a towel and whipped cream, and she's like, "Fuck it," and just starts giving the best blowjob. I like those.
Don't type in lock-in. That's just what they're called in life. Just call it a black stripper.
Those are actually
party
sexy to me. When I think it's a real situation,
Has to be real.
But I like it when the guy is the stripper and the girls are just regular aunts and sisters, and it looks like a real party. And the girls, I don't like when it's all smoking hot girls, because I know that's fake. I like when it's like milfy, weird aunts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have like a hot chick, and then it's just one of the girls is like, "Fuck it." And then that turns me on. But I don't like this stuff.
Have you seen Desperate Amateurs?
What is that?
Desperate Amateurs is one of my favorites. It's just broke people in the Midwest who want to fuck on camera.
Stretch marks, damage, and all.
It's great.
It's crazy.
I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I might have not explained myself right. I like when it's I like it when the women are in control of the dirtiness. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When it's...
No.
I don't like it when the guys, like it's just a girl with a bunch of dudes. That's just creepy to me. But when it's the women are just hanging out having a party and these strippers come along with their big dongs and a towel and these girls, you could see them go, oh, you know what? Fuck it. My husband sucks. I haven't had a big dink.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't even, if I saw Dawn in one of these, I'd be like, good for you, girl. You know what I mean? Good for you, honey. You deserve that big dong. I like those. I don't know why. Patrice got me into those. I like that. I like real stuff.
I can't watch fake.
I don't like
I don't watch
fake. As soon as I know it's fake, I'm done. You know, as soon as I watch a girl I like a girl giving a mediocre blowjob because she doesn't give head all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know why that turns me on. Like some regular, you know, secretary sucking a big cock in front of her friend, and her
want it to
friend
be
just
real.
going, "Oh my God, Kathy!" Yeah,
You
I want it to be
authenticity.
That's what I want. You're right, Jacob. I want things to be real, and I want them to be, you know, like I like my watches, like I like my glasses, like I like anything in my life. I want it to be authentic. I'd rather wait. You know what I mean? I don't want to see
like
this.
your style.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate
Well, your
it.
watches, you'll like a $10,000 watch and a 300. You see the good in it.
If it's
in it all.
authentic.
Exactly.
That's right.
Fuck are these videos?
I mean, what the fuck?
This is crazy.
How long do we have to vamp while you're over there?
Continue to vamp.
All
So
right,
here we
we're
go.
vamping anyway.
Bobby, if you're going to direct your own porn movie,
I'll tell you what it would be.
Please.
I'll tell you right now. Do you want to hear it?
yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. Well, there's two. One I can't tell you. It would be, okay, here we go.
September 11th,
No, it would not.
Hang on, Bobby. This girl's just cleaning up her piss.
Jersey Shore.
No, I would not. That's disgusting. I'm sorry, I mentioned that. It would 100% be where I would have to, I'm not in it, or am I in it?
You're in it.
All right, I'm in it. It would have to be where I'm with a friend of mine's wife, okay? And we wind up getting stuck somewhere. We have to share a hotel room. So we're in it's like, all right, we get one room, one bed. I'll sleep on the floor. Don't be silly. Sleep up here with me. It's fine. Are you sure? Okay. And she's like, look, I have to sleep in my underwear. If that's going to, we'll put the pillows. Okay, cool. I just don't want to offend anybody. And then we go to sleep. But in the middle of the night, I wake up.
And took that pussy.
No. See, that's where we differ.
I've
wanted
never taken pussy in my life.
I want. Yeah, you have.
Never once.
Christine.
No, Christine took this dick.
But no, so then it's like one of her boobs is hanging out, and I'm just looking at it, and I start to fill up. But then she rolls over, and then like one of her lips is hanging out of the back of her underwear, and I'm like,
Chuck?
oh God, huh?
Deb Chuck?
No, not Deb Chuck. And then I'm kind of like, you know, doing myself, and then that when her hands kind of hits my thing, and she feels it, and then she starts just slowly touching it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And then she grabs it and like places it on her and just rubs it on it till it gets wet. And then I'm like, we shouldn't. And she's like, I know. And then that's when she puts it in, and you know what I mean? And then she just rolls. She like leans back, and we just start making out sideways. And then we just go at it for the rest of the night.
Are you doing ASMR sex for me, for the people listening? And then I exploded inside of her.
That's what I mean, just the build up to that where she goes, we shouldn't do this. And she goes, I know. And then she just pushes it, and the whole thing, you feel the shaft goes in, and you feel the seal breaking as, you know what I mean? Yeah. As my dry penis goes up into her thing, it just breaks the seal. And then it gets up to the end of where I can
Jacob,
go.
stop nodding your head, acknowledging it. I know what you mean, dude.
Did we vamp enough?
You vamped plenty. You've over-vamped. I thought you just got sunk into that story.
I was captivated.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
I like kissing in my porn.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when they make out, it's a real scenario.
Right.
If they're making out, you can tell when people are making out, they're into the sex. That makes it for me. and I like talking. I like a build-up.
Right. This is what I like. This is 4 or somewhere between 4 to 10 broke down strippers getting gangbanged by 300 to 400 plus guys.
I hate it.
Go ahead, Christine. Give him that stop on there. That girl looks like she's got kids and a problem. All the way on the top left.
I don't like it.
That one's not playing.
What?
For some reason, I know.
What?
I have this one queued up, which is playing. I'm trying to get the other one to play now.
I don't want to see that.
What? This is New York City lock-in party, buddy.
What is this?
New York City lock-in party. So look, some strippers just be stripping.
Okay. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Hang on. Sorry.
I went to one of these.
Did you?
I'm going to tell you this right now. Me, Maceo, and
Okay.
DC Benny.
Wow.
Maceo, after a show,
Did you guys feel like you were the ones who were going to have to get fucked when you went to this thing? Because there's no white people at these.
buddy, there was one old white guy at this thing.
Wow.
We went to one of these. It was in a.
He was the coach.
Huh?
He was the coach.
I'm telling you, we walked into this place, and there was girls all over the place. There was stripper, the bartender, all this stuff. We walked in. There was a white guy, old white guy, by the bar. I'm waiting by the bar to get a drink. I'm kind of looking at the girl on the stage stripping, and guys are going up doing stuff to her. And I'm like, this is wild.
Like
It was
fingering
all
her
black
and whatever
guys.
they want.
All black guys, black strippers. And this one white guy, and I look at the white guy, and he's smiling, and the stripper he's with is just jerking him off through over his pants. He's got a heart on, and he's just smiling at me, be like, "What's up, man?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I order a cranberry juice from the bartender. She was getting, I think, fisted
Okay.
by another guy, and
That's
she's
going to
like,
be a sloppy pour, just so you know.
well, she was like, "Baby, give me 1 minute, baby," and I was like, "Okay." Then I went over to sit down, and they just come over to you, and people are just fucking and fingering and sucking. And
Casual fisting is something you don't see a lot. You should have taken that moment and better.
buddy, she sat on my pants, and it smelled so bad. I had to throw my pants away.
Yeah, well, though, she just had a fist inside of her.
I know, but what
No
was-
one's pH is set to handle that. Bobby, I introduced you to the lock-in party.
I don't want to see this.
Black Lou, you're so upset you missed these.
Dude, I went to something like this.
Look at this, see? You just pull your pants down, fuck them a little bit.
Yeah.
Skip ahead seconds in a row. By the way, some of these girls are cute.
Dude, I guarantee it smelled like a snake shit. in
Oh,
that
it
place.
smells horrible in
Oh
there.
my-
Look, they just lay down.
Oh,
and-
why would you? No. No.
Oh, you'd be blown away how many guys eat their pussies.
No. Why?
Because someone's gotta.
Oh.
Believe me, when they got back to wherever they went after this, they were like, damn, Schoolie was eating that pussy all night.
Oh, not that one.
That's fine.
What?
It's black. You haven't seen a lot of black pussy.
I've seen black
Is this
pussy.
like-
You've lived your life mostly in racist Boston.
I know. I've been with black girls, dude. I know what black vagina
Sure,
looks like.
Sure you do.
I do. That one was not taken care of
It's weird that they're not naked. They're like all
because
wearing
it's a
slutty
strip
outfit.
It was a strip club.
Because they're just walking around, sort of, and then they're just waiting to get fucked by guys.
I walked in. I thought he said it was a strip club. When you walked in, all of a sudden everybody was fucking and finger fucking and grinding and
And they locked the door. No cops, no nothing allowed in there.
No, you got wanded by two guys out front. It was in a building. I think it was like it seemed like a parking garage, and it was
Sure.
like a room off a parking garage.
Yeah, but these are just halls. They're just renting out
Yeah,
halls.
that's all it was. It was like a private thing in like I think it was on 38th Street in 8th.
It's a way. I think it's just like it's a cash grab for like party promoters. You get a bunch of, you know what I mean? The guys can.
I would
like,
imagine that would be what your butt looks like.
I wish. I wish I had a fatty like that.
You have a nice butt.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, that's why I don't let Christine see it from behind.
But these parties, they're new. This look old.
New? No.
This
These
has
are
to
very
be
old. This is 90s
This is
probably.
90s, man.
Maybe early aughts.
I thought you meant this is still
90s.
Oh, these definitely still go on.
When I went, it was the 90s. We did a show with Maceo, and me and DC Benny did a show at Maceo, and he was like, yo, let's go to this underground place. And we thought we were going to a bar. We walked in, dude. I didn't realize what was happening. There was just people fucking everybody.
Oh, yeah, Maceo seems like, and Reggie McFadden seems to have been to lock-in parties before. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I'm not wrong.
I remember
Maceo.
Maceo disappeared.
Is
He
that
was
one playing
gone.
now, Christine? Because that one, I like this girl particularly.
Which one?
The really gross one with all the floral stuff on. That one right there. And look at all these gang members just eating their sniz.
Dude, this is nuts. I couldn't. This does nothing for me.
Christine, let it load. Relax. It's a longer video. It needs a little time to
Will you
load.
stop yelling at her?
Well, it's like she's like, come on already.
She's doing the best. She's your girlfriend that you live with, and she's loading what you really like. This is sad for her. She knows that you need 5 other black guys with bandanas to make you come.
Yeah. She's been on that. Yeah, she's been on that. If there ain't black dick in that video, I'm probably not going to come.
The only way Jay comes is West Side, Crip Fingers, and a Crip dance.
It is dependent.
That fucking piece of shit. I'm talking about kissing and loving.
Yeah.
Fucking your friend's wife.
Yeah.
Not you, Christine. Sorry.
Go on.
I know that scenario actually played out wrong.
Oh, now there you go.
Oh, she has a bow tie?
Look at this girl.
It's disgusting.
No, Christine, don't jump all the
I
way.
didn't mean to do that.
God. Now we lost it. There she is.
Okay.
There she is. She has the most basic face of like,
She's tied up.
she's like, hey, you got a few. No, she's not. She's like, you got a few more minutes to finish eating my pussy, then I have to get a smoke. Like it's such shift working.
It's disgusting. It looks like a shitty buffet. I mean, that's not bad. Whatever that
Sound, I
is.
gotta hear what's
That
going
looks-
on here.
Oh, music, blaring music.
That looks like that's a white chick right there, right? That's a redhead.
Sometimes there's white girls, and those ones are fun to watch because they've really gotten into a world that they are just the white girl. I bet I could already tell you how they talk, like their voice, and they've got themselves to where they're getting fucked at lock-in parties in the hood.
This is the grossest shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. But they did put a tablecloth down on the
Look at her.
table.
Look
That's
at her just
respectful.
jacking off the guy. He just got his dick out of his pants. But this girl here, really, I think she's employee of the month.
Okay, how much does it cost? It's free. You have to pay the girl.
Probably free for girls.
No. I would say no, Christine. I don't think you understand what this is.
We didn't pay to
This
get
is
in.
promoters, really.
No, we didn't pay to get in.
That's strange.
We actually had to pay the girls, and we get drinks and stuff like that. And then the girl was like, "If you give me this," and I left because my pants smelled like shit.
I'm sure the promoters of this, the plan is to. I would assume it would be an entry fee for guys, and then you can tip the girls extra for their tips. But I think the girls get paid a chunk also,
What's that?
like a chunk of cash.
Oh,
flat rate.
I thought that was a sex thing. She gets paid to chunk.
And they probably make
That's
money
what
off
she
booze.
gets. 4 dicks at once.
And
chunk
and the
it.
guys, they probably get their own bar. This is just a rental hall, so they get their own bar, and they just they think they're gonna make a couple $1,000.
Well, there was a stage, there was a bar. It was all, you could say it was put up. But maybe Maceo paid for us. I don't know, because I remember we walked up. I was nervous.
No, well, Maceo also. He's Maceo. He was on Uptown Comedy Club. They may have also let him in because he's Maceo at
It
the
was
time.
right after that. Yeah.
There was a DJ going on there who's announcing everything that's going on.
Oh, are you trying to point out that this is you? We didn't know about your old life as a lock-in black fuck party DJ?
Hey, do they do a?
Hey, Black Lou here. 2 for 1 on Black Ash.
One at a time, black guys.
Do they have a version for me and you, like a semi locked in, like not locked in?
I believe that's what Desperate Amateurs would start to become,
Like-
where they just have.
Like,
Do Desperate Amateurs?
Hey, this is an open door policy where you're not locked in. You can leave whenever you want.
Desperate Amateurs compilations, Lou, are the best because they really are those, like, it's a chick. It's a chick who's not necessarily attractive or has a good body at all. And they're just like, well, I need cash. So like, I'm going to do this fuck video.
He's sticking a banana
Yeah,
up
is that
her.
an actual banana?
Yeah, it's a banana and it's
Ugh.
disgusting.
Well, thank God it's not peeled. It would break off.
No, it looks peeled.
No, it's not peeled.
Okay.
No, you see, it's disgusting. I mean, why
That's
would you
less
do
gross.
this? I don't like food and sex at all.
Me either.
I don't. What are you gonna? Look at the stuff coming out on it. This
There's
is
no
it.
stuff. It's a condom on the
No.
thing.
There's not a condom on the banana.
Yeah, there is.
Is there?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Oh my god, dude.
Well, it's less disgusting now that there's a condom on it.
I can't. What?
Let's hear some.
Oh, he's in the butt.
Let's hear some of that guy.
See some money in their hands, yo. They gonna be right over there where you at. Fellas, the funny money is at the door. Let's go to the door and get some money for these ladies. They working hard. They will work harder when they see that loot.
Dude, this is
When they
gross.
see that
This is-
loot.
I'm gonna throw up, dude. I haven't had lunch yet.
I love this.
Just give me a headache. I can't. I can't.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather talk about Palestine.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a white
this
guy.
white guy.
Yeah.
Looks like Joe List's dad.
It really does. And look at him just nicely rubbing her foot. He's just an old white guy rubbing her forearm. I was like, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
I told you I went to one of these. There was an old white guy just like that.
That's him.
That
might be the guy putting it all on.
I don't know, dude. This is weird. I didn't even know I went to, what is it called again? A lock-in party?
Yeah, act like you don't know.
I don't know. Dude.
Yes, Bobby. It's called a lock-in party.
I don't fucking know.
Let me
dude.
get you back.
I hated it.
You went. You were the DJ.
I went and left very quickly.
After you came quick?
No, I threw my jeans away, dude. She rubbed her awful vagina on it, and me and DC Benny could smell it in the cab on the way home. It was gross.
Now, I love this girl. She makes her way into a few of these. She's the fallen from grace white girl who just does her job.
Yeah, she's the Irish Catholic girl from Boston that her family just rejected because she dated a guy from Dorchester.
Well, here's the fun you get to see, is that you can see the black girls start to sort of like, they don't like her because she's the snow bunny and she's getting a lot of attention from this black lock-in party. So the other girls don't dig it that much.
Nice watch. That's a really nice watch.
Is it?
Yeah.
That is a nice.
That's a Movado, I think. Same one you got.
So you think I'm ready to go to a lock-in party?
I think you're ready.
I am. This is what I said about the P. Diddy parties. When I was younger, particularly, you could absolutely get me to go to one of these for no other reason if just like I'm going to watch the whole thing take place. If I was going to jump into the game, it would be different room completely. I'd have to go like, hey, we have to go to like a bathroom or a side room. Like, I'm not just going to sit here and like watch around the room while you're sucking my wiener.
Yeah, I don't want a guy in a vest watching me get my dick sucked.
Or a Coogee sweater.
Yeah, whatever that dude is. I give her credit though. They're using condoms even on the bananas.
But some of the girls
are
surprisingly like really attractive girls, right?
Yeah,
pretty hot chicks.
They're hot, but I'm telling you right now, their pussies smell.
Of course, they're being fucked by everyone in the neighborhood.
I
give them a break on the night.
I do not want to give them. I mean, it's disgusting.
There you are. There you are, Bobby. Hey, anybody see Maceo?
Buddy, how
funny? Hey, dude, did anybody see my friend Maceo?
How funny would you be if I was in this video?
Dude, nothing would make me happier than you're in the background with a plate of charcuterie. The super side is good, dude.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, you leave her alone.
No, his pecker is so big.
It's a nice pecker, but I will say this.
I mean,
Fruit of the Looms? Condom blowjob.
Condom blowjobs stink. I hate getting them. I hate giving them.
I know, right? Fruit of the Loom tighty whities is a strange choice.
Why?
On lock-in party night, white underwear?
Not at the 90s, dude. We didn't have cool underwear until like 2005.
The 90s, you can get Fruit of the Loom colored boxer briefs.
Yeah, but most guys still wore tighty whitey whites.
Not this guy. By the time I was in like junior high and high school, the baggy boxer became the thing, which I can never pull off. So I went tighty whities until they came out mercifully with the boxer brief.
How can you have sex with the music so loud?
How can't you? I don't like this. It's not the music. I can't come unless the guy's talking about what's going on. $2 specials over at the bar for the next 15 minutes.
It's gonna become a fuck fest.
Oh, you get that money out, she gonna come slap that pussy right on your shizam. Hey, fuck party, lock in. Oh shit, I see Robert Kelly over there. Oh, from MTV Summer House.
Speaking of sucking dick, did you hear Kanye sucked his cousin's dick?
Was it his cousin? I thought it was his uncle or something he was saying. He was saying
his cousin. He said he sucked his cousin's dick his whole life. Until he was 11.
Oh, Adolf.
I mean, I don't understand. Why would you admit that out of the blue? I mean, he's just saying shit now, right? He's just saying things to say things to have them affect people. Well, I mean, dude, fuck the Jews. I blew my cousin. It's a lot of crazy stuff.
I mean, that's all over the place for sure. There's no consistency in there. Fuck the Jews. I blew my cousin. His Jewish cousin?
His account's deactivated.
Did he get douched for sucking your cousin's dick? Where did he announce this? He announced
on Twitter, right?
But that's not what his @ is.
That's not it.
That's not it. No.
Christine, don't act like you don't know.
I love this. If she takes that off, we have to go back to this fucking...
Christine, you spent about 3 months thinking he was giving you personal messages.
What? I'm sorry, what?
When Christine broke, one of her things was constantly sending me Kanye West quotes. And I'm like, you realize this is... Are you sending this to laugh with me? Or you're like... She's like, no, he gets it.
I wish I was around when she broke. I wish
You
I was,
were.
You were. I
wish
called you.
I wish, yeah, but I got once. I wish I was around more. I wish I had more broken Christine
I
experiences.
wish you were too, instead of me.
I really do.
You
man.
weren't. No, I'm kidding.
What?
Whoa, hey.